Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Welcome to your February 2025 astrological forecast. Two planets turn direct, thankfully, this month. Okay, Jupiter turns direct on the 4th in Gemini, and on the 23rd, Mars in Cancer turns direct. Okay, the month starts off, of course, with the Sun in Aquarius up until the 18th when it moves into Pisces. Also, though, on the 4th, Venus moves into Aries and is there the whole month. Okay, leaving Pisces. First 3 days, it's still in Pisces. On the 12th, there's a full moon in Leo. On the 14th, Mercury enters Pisces. Okay, and then again on the 18th, the Sun enters Pisces. And on the 27th, there's a new moon in Pisces. Okay. A special shout out and thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for commenting and sharing and liking my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, but it is easier to just email me at the address below to ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, and also don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. Now for your forecast. Hi, Libra. So, on the 4th, okay, Venus moves into your opposite sign of Aries, and it's there all month. Where you have Aries in your chart is your 7th house of close relationships and partnerships. Business, romantic, or friendship. It's also the house of arrangements and agreements, open enemies and competition, and many, many other things. But having Venus here, this is like the marriage house, okay? You're the natural ruler of the 7th house. So having Venus here really brings a lot of a really great rapport, nice rapport with any of your close relationships now, but actually with anyone. Okay, with it across from your first house and your sun or your rising sign or whatever planets you have in Libra, kind of makes you maybe a little bit lazy, not really feeling like having very serious conversations, let's say, or even doing business possibly, if you have a business partner. And with having Venus here, it does make you want to have fun or keep the subject light, lighthearted or whatever. So you're not in the mood for discussing business. You will discuss romance or friendship or whatever else, something fun, but not problems. And it does make you a little bit like lazy, not feeling like really doing anything, or just having fun, just maybe eating and drinking a lot more than you normally would. You could be really attracted to sweets at this time, stuff like that. But it does make all your close relationships a little bit nicer right now, okay? But the sun is in, okay, fellow air sign Aquarius in your 5th house. That's where you have the sign of Aquarius. 5th house being the house of romance, okay? Romance, creativity, fun, collaborations of any kind. Let's see, gambling, speculation, any form of entertainment, any kind of sport, and anything to do with children. So, having the sun here, it does bring romance to mind possibly with Venus in your 7th house of close relationships, but it could also be a collaboration of some kind, a creative project possibly that you're involved in at this time, or even something, with a friend, a close friend. Maybe you have some kind of plans coming up, and it could be outright romance, okay? Pluto is here. It's going to be here for about 20 years. So your attitude on a lot of things, especially romance, and even your idea of a good time, okay? You could be attracted to something a lot different now as far as entertainment goes. Maybe even experimenting in some way or other with creativity. If you have anything that you do that is creative, if you don't currently have anything like that, or you don't feel that you are a creative person, well, you will be now, just due to having Pluto here. But it does change your relationships as far as romance goes, and your relationships with children, especially your own. Okay? Having Mercury here is up until the 14th, so the Sun is here up until the 18th. Okay, and again, Pluto is here for the next 20 years. So this is where your focal point is right now, having the Sun here, you know. You are in the mood to do something fun, attend a party, go see a live a play or a movie, or see a live band or something or other. Okay. Also, gambling and speculation. You might be up for that right now. It might actually go pretty well too. Not. I wouldn't gamble anything big if I were you, but you may find that there's some kind of game that you play, even if it's like a slot machine or whatever. You may find that you're good at it, or you've never tried it before. You know, it could be a sport or a game or some form of entertainment, but if it's some way to earn money or win money, rather, you may develop this somewhere along the way, you know, like gambling or something. You may be able to, you know, pick the right horse or whatever. Anyways, there's a full moon in Leo on the 12th in your 11th house of friends and acquaintances, where you would normally go to hang out, socializing in person or online, any group or organization that you belong to, and also the house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So the 11th house is directly across from your 5th house of Aquarius. So usually when there's a full moon in the 11th house, it has something to do with a friend, you know, a friend that is probably on your last nerve, and you know, you can't hold it in any longer, and it kind of comes out at this full moon. That's what full moons are for, is to get a problem out there to the surface where it can be dealt with and done away with. Okay, so then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So it could be something like that, something going on with a friend group, even a group of friends, or it could even be, if you belong to a group or organization, someone within the organization, or just someplace like where you guys normally go. You're tired of going there, or there's somebody that works there or whatever that you can't handle, whatever. Okay, so I don't feel it's a very big deal. But you know what? I do have to say, one of your friends could make some kind of smart comment about your love life, your creative project, or even your kid. And that's where you'll really put them in their place. Okay, you're not going to put up with that. So, let's see here. On the 4th, also, Jupiter is in Gemini, right? It turns direct on the 4th. It's in your 9th house of long-distance travel and communications, foreign countries, people, languages, legal matters. It is the house of adventure, and it is the natural ruler of the 9th house. So, you know, with having these planets in your 5th house of fun and speculation, and having Jupiter in your 9th house of adventure, you may actually travel at this time. Could be foreign travel or long distance travel. Doesn't have to be. You don't even have to travel, but you could be part of some kind of adventure as far as entertainment goes. Even if it's just like a day trip somewhere, you know, to do something different. And it could even be accidentally educational. Like if you end up going to a museum or an art gallery, or you know, an archaeological dig or something that you probably would find boring any other time, but it actually turns out to be an adventure. Something like that, okay? So, let's see here. Mercury moves into Pisces on the 14th. The Sun moves here on the 18th, and there's a new moon in Pisces on the 27th in your 6th house, where you have the sign of Pisces. And Neptune and Saturn have been here for a while. You may have, the 6th house is the house of the workplace, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your work schedule, even the building you work in, your house of health, and your house of service to others. So work could have been very trying for you for a while now, especially with Saturn here. There could be a person there that is just like, you know, really hard to get along with. Could even be a boss, but it could be just a coworker. Or your company, period, could have introduced like really ridiculous policies that they expect people to follow, and they're like really funny. Anyway, you know, Neptune here also could have brought about some kind of weird ailment that nobody could properly diagnose for you. You know, you've been to doctors or tried all kinds of stuff. It could even be, you know, whatever. Like when Saturn came along, it should have, or at least helped you find some kind of solution. Usually what it is it's an allergic reaction to something, and a lot of times it could be drugs, even prescribed drugs. So you have to be very careful with, at this time, well, up until this point even, all of this time that these planets have been here together, okay? Even just having Neptune here by itself brings about a hard to diagnose kind of ailment, possibly. Then Saturn comes along and tries to help get down to what the hell is going on here, right? But it usually turns out that it's an allergy. It's an allergic reaction to something that you've been prescribed even. So it was supposed to be helping you, and it wasn't. And also that you are allergic to something at work. For real. It's not just like a psychosomatic. You know, there really is something there that could be making you ill. A lot of times it's the air. You know, ventilation's bad. There's chemical smell coming in, whatever. You know, it could be something there. So if you notice you feel a hell of a lot better for real, you know, when you leave work, most people do, but you know what I'm saying, then that's what the problem is. So whatever. The new moon here does bring a new beginning in this area. So there could be new things happening at work. It is the beginning of the year. A lot of companies try to, like, you know, bring about new policies, whatever, okay? Or start something new, start something different, you know? So it could be something like that. Or it could even be somebody leaving the workplace, okay? Which is good, you know. It's something that not just you want, but your coworkers also want. So it could be like good news around that new moon, that something different is happening. And I do have to mention that Saturn and Neptune will be leaving, I think in April, and moving into Aries very briefly, okay? Just for a few months, and then it will move back into Pisces to finish up its transit, and then next year these two planets will be moving into Aries, your opposite sign. Okay, they'll be moving into your 7th house. So just wanted to mention that, okay? And on the 23rd, Mars in Cancer turns direct, okay? You have Mars in your 10th house where you have the sign of Cancer, your 10th house being your most public house. It is your house of your career and how you're known to the public for your livelihood, and also your public persona, even like your personal life, but the face that you project to the world, okay? So Mars does really well when it's in the 10th house. It's been moving back and forth between Leo and Cancer, and now that it's direct, it will be moving back into Leo again. This is the house of competition, though. It is if you are in competition with somebody for a position, for your career or something, or even attention, if public attention. If you're in the media, you would be getting an awful lot of attention right now with Mars here, but maybe it's slowed down, but now that this is turning direct, it continues. But you're seen as a person that can get things done. Okay, you know your stuff, and you can get things done. So now that this planet is moving direct again, if you were waiting on word regarding a career move or an opportunity of some kind, it should come. now that this planet is direct. Okay. So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Libra on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aries, and those dates are the 2nd and 3rd. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for money is the 4th, 5th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for your career is the 8th, 9th, and 10th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for February. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!